Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I really want to say thank you to those of you who are here as subscribers, whether on Facebook or Patreon. You guys are the MVPs. I know that there's been some confusion regarding the uploads, the difference in uploads regarding Patreon, Facebook, and YouTube. But I want to take a moment to clarify that because I don't want you guys confused. I've seen some people complaining that I'm uploading on Facebook first, but I'm actually not. So I am uploading on 3 different platforms, right? YouTube, Patreon, and Facebook. But the YouTube uploads are unlisted. You can't find them publicly unless I send you the link. So the link is the one that I put in Patreon. That's how I upload videos on Patreon, by uploading the unlisted link on YouTube. So lately, what I used to do is that whenever I would upload a week later, the same uploads I was putting on Patreon, a week later, I would upload them onto Facebook, create a reel, and then the ones that were public, not for members, I would make it public on YouTube and then put the link in the comments in the reel. But things shifted. So I'm still, the first people that get my uploads is always going to be Patreon, because that is my preferred place to be uploading. And that's the perk that people get for having a membership on Patreon. But I'm up a week later, I'm uploading on Facebook. So their videos might show up earlier in the day than Patreon. But that's only because I'm doing other stuff while those videos load. And then I have to come and do the recordings to upload to YouTube to be able to put on Patreon. The reels that some of you are like, oh, this is not on Patreon. Yes, anything that's made into a reel or a Facebook post has already been on Patreon for a week at least, if not more, because I'm behind on reels. I have not been uploading reels. I got really busy with a lot of other things. And I'm going to start uploading reels again, but they're going to seem new, but they're really not. They're just old videos that have already been on Patreon for a while. Some of them have been on Patreon for 3 weeks, others for 2 weeks. So there you go. So if there's any confusion, just remember Patreon gets all the videos first. The same day I create a video, Patreon gets it. And then a week later, Facebook gets it. And maybe 2-3 weeks later, the reels will show it. Okay. So it's not new things on Facebook or reels that Patreon has not seen. I hope that clarifies, because I noticed some of you are getting confused, and hopefully that clarifies the confusion. So let's go ahead and get started with today's collective. What is the energy for today's collective? What is the energy for today's collective? Number 42. Okay. Let's see, number 42. By the way, this is the traditional Korean Gisaeng deck. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot. And then this is the Dark Wood Tarot, the mini one, in case. I always put the decks in the description box on the YouTube videos, which you can definitely access from Patreon, and, you know, you should be able to access from Facebook. Anywho, so this is called Love of Fate, Ganga. The real name of Ganga is Jinok, but she was called Ganga, named after Songang, the pen name of Jongchol. They first met when Jongchol was the governor of Jeollado, and Jongchol cherished Ganga like a daughter. Ganga came to love Jongchol with respect, but Jongchol soon had to return to Hanyang and wrote a farewell poem to her. Ganga lived with determination to meet Jongchol again, even though she lived as a government Gisaeng. One day, more than a decade later, when she heard the news of Jongchol's exile, she walked 1,000 miles to visit Jongchol to Gangye in the north. Jongchol was attracted to her, who now was a mature woman, and Ganga achieved her long-term unrequited love. She stayed with Jongchol throughout his exile and took care of him. After the outbreak of the Japanese invasion of Korea in 1592, the king called Jongchol to come back to the court. He asked her to go with him, but she refused, fearful of becoming a trouble for him, and stayed alone in Gangye, remembering Jongchol. So, how does this apply? Two people had enough qualities to love each other passionately beyond the difference in status and age, apparently. Even in tough times, they could overcome everything with the power of love. Although he lost the high position, her love for the man had not changed, so she was a woman who could handle faithful love. It's the brightest moment in someone's life. And then there's an extra detail. Jongchol was a great poet, government official, and had a lot of scandals with beautiful Gisaengs. Among them, Ganga is the most popular. Okay, so I'm not really sure why this story is the setting up the stage for the collective, but let's see. What does this have to do with our collective? What does this have to do with our collective? We start with the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, okay. What does this story have to do with today's collective? The Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Overall energy is Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles, King of Swords. So we have a King of Swords here who misses somebody. They are in a lot of anxiety, wondering if the person that they miss is now giving to someone else, is now sharing of their time and their energy with a different person. So there could be some sort of conflict between the King of Swords and their person. There is mutual love, but there is also the Five of Wands. There seems to be some sort of challenge or tension between them, conflict. And yet, I feel like both people, this could be, it could be a marriage. Because long term, with the Knight of Pentacles, both people still want to be together. That hasn't changed. It's more like there's a lot of clashes between them, but there's still love. Both people are very defensive because Seven of Wands can indicate wanting to fight for something. Both of these cards can, but the way that this art is positioned gives the impression that there's a protection. Somebody's trying to protect themselves. So there could have been conflict because whoever the King of Swords is interested in, we could say this knight, could be same sex, doesn't have to be, feels like they need to protect themselves. At the same time, though, with the Six of Swords, you know what? I'm sorry. I know I said that both people really want to work on this, but I don't think so now. I feel like both people might still love each other. But if you remember, this might have been a beautiful connection, but it was a moment. They shared a moment in each other's life before the official had to go back to serve the king. And then she was like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. Because I actually see this knight moving on. But with the Seven of Swords, it's like they're doing so very silently. That might be where the King of Swords is stressing out, thinking, if I approach this person and I try to fix things, is it even going to yield a result? Let's see. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Oh, right off the bat, we got three. Page of Swords, Five of Cups, Page of Wands, Ten of Swords. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Pentacles. There she is. Okay, because I was wondering. I was like, is that a knight? No. Okay, it's a Queen of Pentacles. Four of Cups, Strength. So the person that this King of Swords is interested in is a Queen of Pentacles. And just from how she appears here, she shows up in a very sensual energy to them. They see her like an earth goddess, very practical, very nurturing, loving, but very soft, very sexual too. I think they see her in a very sensual, sexual energy. However, with the Four of Cups here, either, well, it could be her. I feel like it's her because it's showing up with her. It's not showing up with the king, at least not yet. But this queen is in the energy of what I do isn't appreciated. Or the other way we could interpret that, there is this energy of the little rabbit here. And that's what this person has in their teeth. So she might also feel like her softness was taken advantage of. And so she's reclaiming her power. With the Page of Swords here, I think that because there's still emotions, both people are kind of still keeping track of each other. But look, again, we have the little rabbit and the Five of Cups, which is, you know, feeling regret, deep sorrow, feeling sad, grief, sadness and grief. With the Page of Wands, though, there's something here. Okay, so with the Ten of Swords, this could either mean one, Page of Wands could represent somebody stepping out of their comfort zone. Maybe the queen had never ended the connection between them before, and now she did. Or they had never ended the connection between them before, and now they did. Or they were very immature, and they did something where she feels that she got stabbed. But what's interesting to me about this Ten of Swords is that the swords are in her front, not in her back, which means part of the reason she's so upset is because she knew this was coming. She could see this coming and she didn't stop it in time. So she's really blaming herself. Whatever happened, she feels like I got hurt because I allowed it. I'm hearing the song of Billie Eilish. Only a verse. There's only a verse that's coming to mind right now. Hold on, let me find the song. It's a song called When the Party's Over. All right, so it says, don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose you, can't afford to. Tore my shirt to stop you bleeding, but nothing ever stops you leaving. And then there's a piece, don't you know too much already? I'll only hurt you if you let me. Call me friend, but keep me closer. Okay. So those are the pieces that were playing in my head. So it could be that these two are friends. I don't think so. For some people, this will be a marriage that maybe is kind of dwindling down to friendship. For others, it will be just a friendship. But she's realizing, I already know this. I'm fully aware of this person. In fact, their energy is screaming to me, I'm no good for you. So although she cares for this person, she has to be consistent with herself. She can't keep betraying herself because that's what she feels like I betrayed myself. Tell me about the Two of Cups. We have Temperance. Tell me about the Two of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. Clarify Two of Cups. Strength card. Oh, damn, with the Five of Swords. This Five of Swords is always dark. Dark. Page of Cups and Six of Swords. This is really interesting. I don't believe I've ever seen this energy. because I feel like this queen had a very Page of Cups energy when she approached this King of Swords. So she had almost like an innocence to her. But being in this situation with the king, it's like, I've never seen this before. But look, you see how this woman is going with a baby off into this river? It looks like she stole it from this person, because this is like, no. I'm like creative voices in my head. Anyways, and then over here, one feminine is using another for target practice, really. Torturing someone. So there's like a loss of innocence here. It's like if this queen used to be very like, oh, you need to love people, you need to, heal them with love, you need to pour into them, whatever she used to say, that has shifted. And what she doesn't realize is that, yes, she did love this person, but that's what this connection was supposed to do. With Temperance, this connection was supposed to teach her moderation and how to give. Six of Pentacles. Look at that. It's a contract, right? These two had a karmic contract to help her reclaim her power. They had to push her and push her and push her to where she felt like she was just being tortured. Like she knew it was coming and she stayed. And now she's getting to the point where it's not like she stopped loving this person, but she's realizing I'm getting to the point where I have to choose either my inner child and my mental health, my mental well-being, or continue pouring into this person. Because they'll always keep me in this limbo state. Because that's the song of Billie Eilish. Is like, call me friend, but keep me closer. So it's more than friends, but not beyond that. But there's there's a silent understanding here. And the queen is just realizing she needs to stop. It was a moment. This was a beautiful connection, but the party's over. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. The Hanged Woman, not man. I don't know why it says man. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords. Like, come on now. With the Two of Cups. The Chariot. The Eight of Cups. Yeah. I really feel for the longest time, I'm going to say both people kept this little game going because they did have feelings for each other. Two of Cups showed up twice. There's emotion mutually. But with the Chariot, it's like to keep it going, they had to put in a lot of effort. This was the type of relationship that did not happen easily. It did not happen naturally or organically. It was like both people really had to fight for this. And I know there's a snake here. And to some of you that may be scary, but to me, snakes represent transformation, growth. They shed their skin whenever they get to a certain point. And that's what I'm feeling. Like this queen has gotten to the point where it's like, this is uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable because, that's how change happens, right? We have to get uncomfortable enough to where we want to change. And she's in pain. Look. She has been waiting and waiting for things to change. She has been in denial. The only way that she could continue this connection, look at this. She had to pretend there were certain things she didn't see. You see how there's like dark spirits around her? This connection triggered her, especially with the 3 and the 2 and the 5 of Swords that came out a while ago. It would trigger her. It was supposed to, because she was meant to heal whatever things that this brought up. This might have activated her abandonment issues. It might have activated her feelings of not being worthy enough. It might have activated fears of not being loved, whatever it was. It activated her fears. And the only way she could stay in this connection if she ignored those fears, if she acted like she didn't see them. But at some point, the pain just got to be too much. So she's at this place with the Knight of Pentacles. It's slow. It's slow. The Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight out of all the knights. So she's going to start moving away from this. It's going to be slow, but now she's being very Seven of Wands. She's protecting herself. She's realizing I can't keep doing this to my inner child. I can't keep putting my inner child through this. Clarify Seven of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Clarify Seven of Wands. Wow. Nine of Wands. Clarify Seven of Wands. The Hermit and the King of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This is a good, this connection was a good lesson for both people, but right now we're looking at the feminine. So the lesson for this feminine was to not act helpless. The whole time she can free herself from this dilemma she's in. She just chose to stay. She had to pretend to be blind and deaf and dumb to stay, but she did because she didn't want it to be destroyed. And the whole point was she was supposed to master that. When your intuition says it's time to get the fuck out, get the fuck out. Stop excusing their behavior. Stop finding, rationalization and, oh, I have to explain this and I have to, it's because of this and, oh, well, they're like this. Stop. That was the whole point. Stop it. This is what she was supposed to learn. Because now she has to protect herself. With the Wheel of Fortune, these two were supposed to meet. So if they had this fated, like I'm supposed to be with you, yeah, they were supposed to meet. It was supposed to be a moment. They were supposed to enjoy their time together. But look at this. This Nine of Wands has a eerie similarity to, I just saw 2222 on the clock while I was thinking of the word. They have an eerie similarity to it. And I feel like it used the face of a clown, right? To lure children, to talk to him, to get close to him. And I feel like this feminine is realizing this person is never going to let me in. They put on a facade to pull me near, but every time, once I'm near to them, I just keep getting hurt. So she's moving on, both with the Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands. It's time to move on. She's protecting herself. She has grown in wisdom. Now she's showing up as the Hermit. And she's realizing, I don't want this type of connection anymore. I want a King of Pentacles. I want someone I can trust. I want someone who's committed. I want someone who doesn't hesitate to tell me that I'm the one for them. Doesn't hesitate to want to build a life with me. The King of Pentacles might not be somebody who acts quickly, but when they do act, it's with certainty. That's what she wants. She doesn't want somebody to rush her into a relationship. She wants somebody who takes connection with her seriously. Somebody who wants to pour into her as much as she wants to pour into them. Because remember, she showed up as a Queen of Pentacles, right? Only a king would be her match. Tell you about the Six of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Tell you about the Six of Swords. The Lovers. And the Chariot. With the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Yep. She's taken a leap of faith on herself. So that's why we had this story, because when he went back to his normal life, she stayed behind, like saying, well, we had our moment. It's time for us to part. And that's the same energy. Like, now I've got to focus on me. I've got to focus on a new start, walking through a door, trusting in the universe, trusting in the signs and synchronicities I'm seeing. So she's going to walk off and be single. It's not like she's leaving them for someone else, because whoever this King of Pentacles is, they're not even in the picture yet. But she's going to work on herself. So they might be feeling that she's pouring into someone else because they're feeling her completely disconnect from them. And so they're assuming there must be someone else. Well, that person is there figuratively. In her mind, it's her future husband, but she just doesn't know who it is yet because she hasn't met them yet. Right now, she has to heal from this first. She's still in heartbreak. She's still hurt. With the Ace of Cups, she has to soothe herself, forgive herself for having betrayed her inner child, for having allowed this bond that she had with this person to override her common sense and her loyalty to herself. So with the Chariot, now she's going to use that same will, that same determination she was using to hold on to this connection that had her in limbo. She's going to use that same connection, that same determination and willfulness to move forward and to move away from this. So she's retraining her mind. When she thinks of this connection, she no longer thinks of it as the one for her. She thinks of it like this was a beautiful lesson. I appreciated the lesson. I definitely felt very moved and touched in ways that I needed to be able to grow. But that's it. The party's over. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. The Magician. And the Three of Pentacles. Wow. With the Devil, the Queen of Wands, and the World. So, I'm so annoyed right now. I'm already annoyed because it's like this person, as she disconnects and moves forward, now they're going to be like, oh, I don't want to lose this feminine. I can't lose this feminine. So I have to step up because I want to be her match. But guys, okay, honestly, you're going to do what you want to do. And to be fair, there's no such thing as a wrong choice. But for you to be able to make the best choice, I do want to give you a word of advice, okay? If you have to, if the person you're in a connection with has to lose you to be able to appreciate you and understand your value, then they don't truly understand their value, your value, because they're only noticing your absence when they're not around you, right? It's in your absence that they grow fonder. And to me, I don't know, that just seems, and this is just a personal opinion, of course, but it just seems it's dumb. It's to me, it's the same thing as an employer who has somebody that they work to death. And then when that person finally gets tired of asking for a raise, finally gets tired of asking for a promotion, they leave. Then the boss is like, okay. Fine. I'll give you the promotion. Why do they have to wait until that person is gone and they realize everything that person was doing before they do something? Like, how are they not aware of everything that person is doing for them? That makes no sense to me. It's a lack of appreciation, in my opinion. So I have a really hard time with that. But you do you. Because for some people, they're like, it's okay. As long as now they know my value, I'm okay with that. I'm not that type of person, but you could be. So if you're okay with that, okay. But the Seven of Swords, this particular queen knows that. This particular queen is aware that if they start telling this person, I'm gone now, it's over between us, and blah, 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 they're giving this person, they're like throwing this person a rope to be able to pull them in again, right? So that's why she's just walking away silently, because she doesn't want to trigger that response in them, it's still triggering it energetically. They still feel it, but she's not doing it purposely, because this time she is fully determined to just let go. With the Eight of Wands, they're going to come rushing in, because this is somebody who feels like, I can make this happen. I know we can build something together. I might be a little toxic sometimes, but I really care about this person, so I don't want to let them go. Well, I don't know. Is that a red flag, guys? Hopefully by now you would know enough to know whether that's a red flag or not, okay? But let's see. Let's look at the next row. There she is again, Queen of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Overall energy is strength, the Emperor, Five of Cups, and the Star. Okay, so again, it's just reiterating the fact that the more the feminine steps into her power, it's almost like imagine that these two have a string connected to each other, right? Because we do. We have cords with people. So the more firm and serious she is about moving forward, and actually moves forward, even if it's slowly, she's pulling this person into Emperor mode. I think the mistake that many people make is assuming that because somebody's turning into an emperor, that must be their emperor, especially if they're the ones triggering the change. But unfortunately, if you understand astrology, you understand synastry, sometimes we are just that. We are just supposed to be the catalyst for someone else to blossom. And it doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. But in this particular connection, I'm kind of feeling that connection. I could be wrong, though, because I don't know your particular synastry. But this person, the more that the queen moves away from them, the more grieved they are, the more they suffer, because now they see her as everything they wanted and everything they needed, and their heart is opening up. But I am seeing it like the tension that's creating this change within them is from her moving on. So what I'm trying to say is, so what happens when she stops moving? What happens if she accepts them? Are they going to stop growing? Because that kind of feels like that. The Queen of Pentacles, I'm telling you, she wants someone who is stable, which is why she's looking forward to finding a King of Pentacles. They're coming in as a King of Wands. First, they showed up as a King of Swords. Now they're showing up as a King of Wands. They're still not a King of Pentacles. They are not her match. They're going to try because they're going to be very assertive. I think that there's someone very attractive. She finds them attractive. So it really depends on what type of future she wants. It's hard to resist a King of Wands, but it's not impossible. And they're going to show up with the Five of Pentacles like, oh, now I know my wrongs. I'm so sorry. I miss you so much. You know, playing the tiniest violin in the world. I'm sorry. I'm not being very compassionate, but it's just this behavior annoys the hell out of me. Eight of Wands. Now they're going to want to communicate everything they didn't communicate before. They're going to let her know, either subtly or very directly, that they've been watching her and that she's been on their mind, that she's something that they daydream about, something that they think about often. And it's up to her whether she wants to accept this or not, right? Let's see. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that was fast. The Star reversed. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yep. Okay. Okay. This gives me, I feel better. Because in my opinion, doesn't contradict the reading. Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands, Five of Wands. Yeah. So in this particular reading, and you'll know if this is for you because this is how you feel. You'll know if you're the Queen of Pentacles or not. This queen is done with the bullshit. She understands, yes, once we were a pack, we could have, if this is a married couple, once upon a time, they did have a beautiful life together. They did share a moment where it was like the happy family. But eventually things got really heavy. Things went sideways. And it led to a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments, a lot of strife. If this is a couple that never got to the point of being married to each other, the queen is also aware, if I wanted to, I could totally build a family with this person. But she doesn't want to. The star reversed means she's lost complete hope in them. She sees them as not a hopeless case because she understands that they could grow with time, but they're hopeless for her, for what she wants. She wants a King of Pentacles, and they're still not showing up in that energy. That's not who they are. And that's not who they want to be. So she's just lost hope. She understands you're very attractive. I get it. You are changing. I imagine you definitely want to grow. But I don't know if she's going to tell them this or this is just what she's feeling. With the Knight of Wands, she sees them like somebody, like, yeah, they want to grow because now I'm a challenge. Because I'm moving away from them. And with the Seven of Swords, you see how there's a wolf here hunting her down. Like they see her like, oh, she's running. Oh, now she's sexy. Like, why is she only sexy when she's running? Why isn't she sexy when she's with them? So she's done. She understands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, that now they see her as the one they want to build with. They want to marry, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know how many times they've done this that she's completely lost hope in it. She doesn't want to heal this. She does not want to fix it. She doesn't see them in a bad light. Like, it's not like she sees them like a villain or some evil person. The way she sees it, it's like they like the chase. They like the conquering. They like the seduction. So when she doesn't want them, when she's done with them, is when they pursue her. And she's like, yeah, I don't want that. I want someone that when I invest in them, they invest in me. I want someone that gives me emotional stability. I have security. I'm not sitting there wondering when the next fight is going to erupt, when we're going to break up all over again. She doesn't want that. She wants stability and she wants happiness. So she doesn't even want to tell them. She's trying to avoid them because she's like, if I tell you what I want, you're going to want to give it to me because you don't want me to leave, but you're not actually my match. So if you want this person, this is not your story. I'm sorry, but this is not your story because this is for a queen who's sick of this person's shit. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Clarify King of Wands. Clarify King of Wands. And it doesn't mean she doesn't love them because remember, Two of Cups kept coming out. She may love them, but her rose-colored glasses have fallen off. Clarify King of Wands. Okay, we got Four of Swords. We've got the World card, Queen of Swords. Oh, yeah. Seven of Cups. What did I just say? Seven of Cups reversed. With the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, she had some sort of massive realization. This particular queen got to the point where she realized that she could keep investing in this person all her life, and they will constantly have her in the Five of Pentacles. So we have to remember the reason she's not looking at this person like a villain is because she's understanding they're a King of Swords and a King of Wands. So this is somebody who's very intellectual, very intelligent, very witty, they're a professional in some aspect of their life. And King of Wands, they're also very attractive. They can be passionate and funny, but they're not known for being grounded. They're not known for being consistent. They're not known for, wanting to settle down. That's just not who they are. And that's who she is. So think of it like this. Think of it like she's showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe she wants to build a family. Maybe she wants to, her dream might be to build her own home and have a little garden and maybe a few chickens, or like, that's the energy. A Queen of Pentacles is very earthy, right? Maybe she wants to be the type that learns how to bake from scratch if she doesn't already know, because Queen of Pentacles usually would. Whereas a King of Wands, King of Swords might want to travel the world, might want to, you know, live certain months in one country and another month in another country, things like, there's nothing wrong with either lifestyle. It's just that they're not compatible. They will make each other miserable if they stick together. And she's realizing that. She's realizing that's the massive realization she had. We're just different people. We're fundamentally different people. And if I stick with you, I will always feel like I want more. And you will always feel like you want more from me. And we can't give each other that. Because at the Four of Swords, here they are trying to creep up. Now, because of how this energy is or the artist portrayed the drawing, I have a feeling that they might be trying to show up in her dreams. They might be trying to show up just energetically. Like they might be sending messages energetically, things that they won't say in person. All of a sudden, she'll be getting synchronicities about how they feel. Don't let that speak for them, okay? And she's not letting it. That's why I've got the Queen of Swords here. Because with the World, this is Saturn energy. She's learned her lesson. This might have happened before. But remember, Seven of Cups reversed. The rose-colored glasses fell off. She's no longer under any illusions, which means that she can see everything clearly. And if before, they would do the bare minimum to keep this going, and she would allow that. Now she's like, dude, I'm done with the bare minimum. I want someone who's going to be all in or all out. I'm tired of this. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles. Page of Cups. The Moon and the Two of Cups. Oh, okay. This is refreshing. With the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Oh, okay, so this is an Empress. This is an Empress because they see her as the Queen of Wands now. And she's showing up as Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and now the Queen of Cups. So this is an Empress. No wonder they don't want to lose her. But they don't match her. They keep wanting to show up as an Emperor, but they're not. They're not an Emperor. They're a King of Swords, King of Wands. They still haven't conquered the King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy. And she wants something stable. She wants something... She wants to fall in love. That's what she wants. She wants to feel safe when she loves somebody. She wants to be able to picture a future. She wants to be able to picture stability. And with this person, it's just not happening. She keeps feeling like there's so much lack here. And instead of focusing on being with someone that won't give me what I want, I'm just going to go somewhere else. Because I know I've made this analogy before, but if she wants, let's say seafood, and she's walking along a street where the only restaurants are, you know, fried chicken places and steakhouses and sushi. If she walks into one of those places and demands that they prepare her seafood her way, they're going to look at her like she's crazy because that's not what they have on the menu. Most places would be like, we don't serve that. I'm sorry. So why would you demand something that they don't even serve? And that's the thing here. This person does not serve what she wants. So why would she stay at this establishment? So she's realizing that she will always feel like this isn't enough. And they might always feel that with her. She's just like, instead of making each other miserable, let's just call it, I'm getting the you know, on hospital shows where a patient passes away and they say, you want to call it? Like you have to, at least I don't know if that's reality, but they give the impression that you have to give the time when the person passed away, the date. Well, she just called it. This relationship just flatlined. And I love seeing this because it means that she didn't lose her entire innocence. She still has a piece of her that wants to love. She still has a piece of her that wants to be soft with the person she loves. But this helped her go deep in realizing that she can't just give that to anyone. She has to protect this ability she has to love with innocence, to love with this pure intention. It's going to get her hurt if she keeps giving it to the wrong people. That's what she's supposed to learn. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Again, Queen of Pentacles, love it. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. With the Nine of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. And the Ten of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, Six of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles. She needs to really prepare herself because now this person is going to come in full force. Eight of Pentacles, they're going to be putting in a lot of work to be able to master what she wants. But the ship has already sailed. She's already moved on. She's already aware that she's worth more. That she doesn't just want a king. She wants an emperor. At the very least, a King of Pentacles. And this just isn't it. But with the Eight of Wands, look, again, I'm getting the impression, not that they're telling her this directly, because you see how they're like blowing on the dandelion little pods and it's going with the wind. I really feel like it's messages that she'll be receiving indirectly. They're not going to directly tell her what they want to say. They're going to, all of a sudden, she might be seeing songs. She might be seeing quotes that talk about forgiving the person you love and wanting to work things out. And I miss you so much. And I didn't know what I had when you were here, that type of thing. And it's going to be difficult for her because she still has a soft spot. She's still, you know, the little rabbit. She still has a soft spot for this person. It is going to fuck with her head. With the Ten of Wands, it is going to be heavy. But that's how she knows she's really done. Because even though she feels bad for rejecting this, even though she feels bad for causing them pain, she's realizing she'll cause herself more pain if she stays. She will be more unhappy if she puts their happiness above her own. And she's not doing that. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Ten of Cups, King of Wands. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Oh, Lord. This is Six of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Devil. So the Empress, I'm just going to call her Empress because that's what she is. The Empress is aware that what she's protecting herself from is more toxicity. That's really what it is. That's why she's protective. That's why she's willing to deal with the pain of missing them, the pain of, you know, the sorrow, the grief of being over, of breaking up. She's always going to carry their memories with her. It's not like they stop being important to her. But if she continues dealing with them right now, it's not going to help her heal. She won't get over it. So she has to put distance. She can't be sitting there trying to be their buddy, and she's not dumb. So if she has to co-parent with them, I feel like she's setting very firm boundaries of like, we're going to be friendly, but it's going to be very formal. Like she's going to be talking to them like they're HR. Like she's HR is what I'm trying to say. And the irony is that the more that she continues this trajectory, they're turning into, oh no, that's my queen. But remember, the devil is there. That's it. They don't mean to be toxic, because it's not like they have this intention of acting this way. But the more she pulls away, the more they're like, no, 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 no. You're my happiness. You're mine. And I don't know why you don't appreciate that now I'm trying to be soft with you. But keep in mind, we have to think about, we don't know how much this queen has been through. For her to get to the point, this empress, for her to get to the point where she's like, look, I cannot do this anymore. It has happened multiple times. That's why she's like, I do. No. I do appreciate the softness. I understand it, but it's too late. And she's not going to ridicule them. She's not going to laugh at them for being soft, but she's just letting them know, you waited too long. That's just what it is. You waited too long. Clarify Seven of Cups. The Fool. Clarify Seven of Cups. The Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Wands reversed. With the High Priestess. Oh. The Five of Swords and the Four of Wands. This King of Wands may be involved with someone else. And she knows this. Intuitively, she knows this. She may have tried denying it. Maybe they hid it, because we did keep getting the Seven of Swords. But it's torturing her. The fact that she keeps trying to deny that either they're in a relationship or that they're already committed somewhere. So with the Fool, she's just like, look, I just can't. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna let go. Okay? I've learned my lesson. Because with the Six of Swords reversed, she feels like if she stays, it's not going to move forward. Even if they promise whatever they promise, they still don't see her value. Because she's right, honestly. I agree with her. When someone loves you, they know your value. They don't wait until you're gone to tell you, all right, now I see your value. That means that they saw your value the whole time. They just didn't want to acknowledge it. They were hoping you didn't see your value. So, yeah, she's disconnecting. This was a beautiful moment, and it's over. The party's over. So whoever needed this confirmation, I hope that it gave you some useful information or clarity. As usual, I look forward to feedback, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.